I want to do. One of them was on freedom or experiencing freedom. Now, what does that mean? Well, freedom implies, the very word freedom implies a type of bondage or slavery. So the word itself implies slavery. In other words, if I'm already free, I won't need the word freedom, right? So who thinks of freedom the most is a prisoner. The word freedom has meaning. To somebody who's free already, the word freedom wouldn't have much meaning, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah, about expression with others. Oh yeah, talking to others. So talking to others, so depending who I'm talking to, they will, I find myself saying different things or acting, or depending on who I'm talking to, it's like I'm utilizing their brain, the person who I'm talking to. So it's kind of like the different person, I can actually be smarter by talking or conversing with I don't want to say smarter or more or less intelligent, but depending on the person, my vocabulary, etc., will change. I'll draw out words that kind of surprise me even, So I just found that interesting, I wanted to add that into so I was talking earlier last night about freedom. That's the freedom of expression. So the blue sapphire ring, the star, that's kind of expressive. So that X with the line, it's kind of expressive. So it just wearing that ring would make you more expressive. I mean, there's ones that are darker as well, that have the same kind of star reflection, maybe artificial even. I do like the blue sapphire. Yeah, I found that interesting though, because I just noticed, when I'm depending on who I'm talking to, the conversation can go only so far if you're talking to a certain person. If you're talking to a different person, you can go much further, right? Depending on their capability of understanding you, right? Kind of. I'm not trying to say like, well, I don't know. Maybe, but also I'm saying that, yeah, talking to different people, it draws something out of me. Like I change, like my words and my smarts might change, kind of thing. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not trying to use the word smarts necessarily, but I'm not sure how else to categorize it, other than, yeah, I do talk different depending on who I'm talking to. It's kind of molded to that person particularly. Probably a lot of people might be like that, You just kind of design the conversation around them, the subject that you're talking with, whether it's your wife, a friend, family, maybe a coworker. I just kind of found that interesting. And that's why it's I think, and even if you're just talking to yourself, if you're talking on camera, I think it's fine to leave your face off of the talk, out of the conversation, out of the sphere of influence, so to speak. So a lot of people that I had listened to, you never see their face. You only hear what they say. Now, it's okay to look at somebody when they're talking. It does add a little bit more, but it doesn't add anything. It doesn't add anything as far as the actual conversation, you know. So. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the face on the camera when talking. Yeah, there's no. I mean, if you just the freest way is when you want to talk about something, your face or the image doesn't matter, or it shouldn't matter too much. Conversation does, but it does, add something. The video. It's just a video of a person talking, right? It's their face and their lips moving, their mouth moving. It does add something, but we could even say how does that influence? And the best way to do it is to hear your own voice as far as influence when you're talking. I like to hear my own voice back immediately, so I use real voice recorder. It's called Real Voice. I used to have a little handheld device, but now there's an app for the phone. It's only for iPhones. They don't have it for Android. Yeah, it's real time. So when you're talking, you hear your voice talking, and you can correct yourself. I mean, you hear your voice automatically anyways, but it's filtered through the headphones, so it is different. It's like it's another level of scrutiny, kind of. It's like you're literally hearing yourself in your ears, your voice. So if you sound like cruel or harsh or mean, you can make adjustments immediately. So I prefer that way the most when I'm talking, and it's like I'm talking to myself. It's like I'm talking to the inner me, my inner spirit or body, or whatever is in me at that time. I'm having direct communication in real time, but it's filtered. That filter makes a difference. So I'm talking to myself right now in real time. Now I can hear myself, but for some reason the filter through the microphone or through the headphones in real time makes that difference. And it's like you're talking to yourself, and you're kind of ministering to that spirit in real time. It's kind of neat. So something I've discovered, and I found that I really enjoyed it a long time ago, many years ago. So I'll do that once in a while. It's probably the best, my favorite way to communicate is just to communicate with myself or that spirit or whatever it is in real time with that filter. It's an added level of I don't know what to call it, but it's an added. So I'm talking to myself right now, and I'm talking right now, and of course I can hear myself as I talk, but with the headphones it's the next level filtration, and you can do that not with just these, but you can get some over ear headphones where all you hear is your voice, and it's really deep and sensitive or whatever. So yeah, I like that type of communication. When I'm communicating with myself. Yeah, yesterday, what did I say? Communicating with somebody, expression, what was I saying about freedom? Well, it's free from fear is the first thing. You want to be free from fear. Fear can be a hindrance. But yeah, I was just talking about expression last night and being able to express yourself, but then being able to express yourself to somebody who understands. And I brought up the Tower of Babel. Nobody could understand each other. But in a relationship, I'm more talking about in a relationship type situation where you're with somebody who's on the same page as you. When you talk to them, they get you. They know exactly how you feel. You don't have to try to draw a big picture or mathematical equation or have a translator. You can just show the facts, and it shouldn't take much acrobatics or convincing. So that's the kind of person, people should be with people. And I was going, like themselves. And I was, saying that diversity is not a strength. That similarities are the strength. That way you have strong characteristics versus two watered down, types. This one has a little bit of that, but they're both weak. But you get some strong here and strong there. But anyways, just adding that to the talk. Kind of, yeah.